Hello all, this is Dr. Dave Maslach talking to you about reciprocity.com. The E is written with a 3, and in this particular video I'm going to talk to you about the most valuable courses during your doctoral program. So if you don't know me, I'm an associate professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There were so many people that helped me out that I wanted to pay the favor forward and help you out and hopefully give you hope during this research journey. So in this video, what I am talking about is the most valuable courses that you should take as rated by other people. So I asked my community, the Reciprocity YouTube community, and I asked them what their most valuable courses were, and here it is. So the fields course, or the subject area course, 38% of those people thought that that was the most valuable courses that they took. Research methods, actually, surprisingly, was 31%. And I thought that the next one would have been a lot higher. Statistics, econometrics, psychometrics, those kind of courses only got 12% rated from people. And philosophy of science got 6%. And then there was an other category, which was 12%. So the most valuable courses for most people is actually their fields courses. So their area, their subject area. Not surprising there, but I was really surprised where research methods was way more rated higher, way more than statistics or econometrics, which was 12%, almost 3 times as likely in terms of people thinking that the research methods was most important. I think this is what's going on here with these courses is that, that they're thinking about, a number of different things. So this is what I was thinking about with doctoral courses that are really valuable for people. You really should look for courses that are transferable to other areas, right? So other than the sort of specialization component of it, which is your subject areas and going deep, doing a deep dive. So for example, if you're going into psychology, well, you should take some psychology courses, right? That kind of makes sense in terms of the theory of psychology. If you're going into strategy, then you should be taking strategy courses. That makes a lot of sense. And you take a deep dive. But then the other ones, research methods, really transferable to all sorts of domains, right? It's probably the broadest research that you can take, or broadest courses that you can actually take are research methods in terms of being applicable to all sorts of different fields and applicable to science in general. They're really, really helpful for most of us. Now, the other thing that you should be looking for are doctoral courses that kind of make you a rare resource in the field, right? That people can draw on you and that you possess some sort of resources that other people don't have, right? So these are going to be often quantitative oriented, right? So some sort of quantitative methods. If you become very good at quantitative methods and you're really good at sort of analyzing surveys and things like that, then people can call upon you at any time. Or if you become the specialist in a particular theory in a particular field, right? So transaction cost economics is really popular in the field of strategy and economics, industrial economics. But if you pick that and you become sort of known as the specialist in transaction cost economics in that particular field, then people will go to you and really like what you're doing and ask you to maybe participate every once in a while. That's how people become well known in terms of getting getting their name out there, is that once they start developing a name for themselves, people will ask them to participate on a paper, symposiums, things like that, and then their name continues to grow because they're known for that particular thing. The other thing is that you should be able to communicate these courses to other people, right? So if it's rare and it's hard to communicate this to other people, what it's about, golly, nobody's ever going to really pick up on that thing, and they're really not going to necessarily care about that, right? So you're just going to be really esoteric, as a fancy word, that unusual, right? Like you're going to be this person that knows all this unusual knowledge, but then you can't communicate why it's actually important, why you should be using that. And I think that's why research methods are really easy to communicate to other people. Is because other people recognize that this is a really important thing, and it's sort of universal across the sort of different scientific fields, particularly in the social sciences. Even in the natural sciences, they use research methods, and the more that you know that kind of stuff, the better off that you can transfer this stuff, because you can be fluent with communicating what the idea you're about, right? So it's this idea of understanding why you're doing this kind of thing and communicating that to other people is really incredibly important. The other thing that, and I would stress, is the last thing that I would stress that's important in terms of being able to communicate this to the outside world. So making sure that your courses that you're working on are transferable to industry. So you always need a plan B. Always be thinking about a plan B in terms of, golly, if this academic career doesn't work out and there's something that's more valuable, puts me more valuable in the marketplace, I should be pursuing that as well, right? So that's why, so for example, if you do a PhD in finance, PhD in accounting, it's really, people recognize that in the industry, even PhD in marketing. People understand what that stuff is about, and they're much more well understood. And so people are more willing to pay more for that. And so as a consequence, then, deans and, the universities and stuff recognize that skill is valuable at their university. That particular degree is valuable at that university. And the people that hold those degrees are valuable at that university. And then they have to pay them more because they can get more in industry, right? That's why some degrees are worth a lot more, or people that have those degrees are worth a lot more than others, right? So I have a PhD in strategy. It's worth more than somebody else that has a PhD in basket weaving. But it is not nearly worth as much as somebody that has, a PhD in accounting or finance. Those people make double as much as I do, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, and because they were able to demonstrate that in the marketplace. And if you can show these courses are really valuable in the marketplace, not just within academia, it's going to be a lot more helpful for you in the long run. So there you have it. These are the most valuable courses during your doctoral program. So your fields course, that's what most people believe. Research methods, really highly rated as well. And oddly enough, this is what I can't get my head around, statistics, econometrics, only 12%. And I don't know why. I think it's just because less people take those courses that are a little bit more challenging to take. But they're really valuable for a lot of different reasons, and you should maybe sort of think about taking some of those in terms of building up your skills. But there's other kinds of methods out there that you can take that are going to be really valuable as well. And just really stress on building your skills and looking for the ways that you can build your skills and making sure that they're transferable to all sorts of different areas, and that you can become known as a specialist in a particular area. And then it also allows you to get a plan B in not just in academia, but also in industry as well, that you can sort of look for other ways to leverage what you're actually doing. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I do appreciate it. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.